When someone begins to show you so much love and affection, the only thing that comes into your mind is you begin to imagine a lot of possibilities of what's happening. Is this person genuine or is this person having ulterior motives? That is the level of Naomi right now, as been postulated by Olori Sekinat. Hello, people. Welcome to D&Z TV, the place where we are always here with the right information and attitude that you need as people to have a progressive interactions with us. We've always been trying to bring you up to date latest information of everything that is happening in the entertainment industry and especially in the Ooni of Ife's palace. So we're going to go right into the story and heart of the matter today. Now, we all know that Naomi finally has made up her mind to go back to the palace as being helped by Dr. Elizabeth, who happens to be the Ooni of Ife's latest wife. But that's not the gist. The gist now is that Olori Sekinat has actually warned Naomi to be extremely careful. There's this thing with the devil and the WC, or the devil who gives you with the right hand and collects with the left. So that is exactly what Sekinat is telling Naomi to be extremely careful, that she should not fall prey to some of these issues and circumstances. So she should actually keep her eyes very, very open. Because it's actually one thing to go back to the palace, another thing to even live and be able to sustain in the palace. And also, don't also forget that some persons, when they want to get into you, the best they can do is they'll get close to you first, get all the information they want, and then begin to use it to work on you. So Sekinat is also trying to let Naomi understand that actually could also be a possibility. So she actually needs to be extremely careful so that they don't bring her to the palace and now make her an scapegoat. You see, the fact that she was away gives her some form of freedom, where she's not really going to be so much of a victim, where she could actually do the things she want to do, go to where she want to go to, hang out when she won't hang out. But right now, coming back to the palace now to leave, she's actually going to be subjected to so much scrutiny. There are a lot of people she can't see now, a lot of places she cannot go to, a lot of stuff she cannot do. There's this so much control. She can't even go to a place on code. Whenever she goes out to anywhere, she gets to that place, there's going to be so much control. There's going to be so much prying of eyes. No more secrecy anymore. No more privacy. But she had so much privacy when she was on her own, but right now that she's come back to the palace, things are not going to be the same again, So there's going to be so much control, basically that's it. So the best thing for her is that her being careful is something that cannot be taken for granted. It's something that she needs to really hold on to very, very strong. That way alone, in as much as we know one cannot be 100% careful. As human beings, we're bound to make mistakes. As human beings, we are bound to have things not work the way they should. But all in all, the best thing for her to do is to be extremely careful. Because there's this Igbo adage that says, that you're careful is not that you're afraid, but rather you're trying to be careful to make sure that some uncertain circumstances do not come your way. So I think this is a very good one coming from Olori Sekinat right now, that Naomi should actually show caution in everything she's doing. Caution is caution is actually the watchword. So she should be very cautious of the things she does, and as she does this, the tendency of her surviving the palace is going to be there. Because if she does not do that, then she's actually going to fall prey to all the traps that the enemies and all her haters have been setting. Because as a matter of fact, a lot of people didn't like the fact that she left the palace and she was still being relevant. Even when she left the palace, she was still being relevant. She was still controlling things, even out of the palace. People were even still calling her out of the palace to come and sort out one or two things. But now that she has decided to come back, she actually needs to be extremely careful to take her rightful place. Yes, so my people, this is how far we are going to be going with our conversation for today, and we hope to see you again all the time. Thank you and bye-bye.